royal scandal just collided with the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein, and this time, it's not Donald Trump trembling, it's Prince Andrew. A man who once hid behind a palace now faces public humiliation, and the fallout is spreading far beyond the UK, straight into the halls of American power. Here's where it starts to unravel. Epstein's shadow has re-emerged thanks to a chilling new report about Virginia Giuffre, the young woman who exposed the royal connection years ago, and whose story remains one of the most haunting in the entire Epstein case.
Virginia Giuffre said she was paid $15,000 to service Prince Andrew. Virginia took her life at her home in Australia in April, but before her death, she signed off on a book about her life which included these new details. In the memoir, she recalls Prince Andrew being asked to guess her age, which he did correctly, because his daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, were just a little younger than Virginia. She was just 17 at the time. Virginia alleges that her 3 interactions with the prince included group sex, puppets, and particular attention to her feet. The princess denied the allegations, but settled a civil lawsuit with Virginia for around $12 million. Last month, newly released sections of Epstein's financial ledgers revealed that Epstein paid a masseuse $200 on behalf of an Andrew during a visit to his Palm Beach home on February 11th, 2000. The next day, Prince Andrew and Epstein attended a party with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago.
That's the key connection. Epstein, Trump, and Andrew together at Mar-a-Lago. 3 men bound by money, privilege, and abuse of power. But while one prince finally faces consequences, the American version of royalty, Donald Trump, keeps walking free. After years of scandal, Andrew finally surrendered the last thing shielding him from accountability, his royal titles. And the palace's announcement confirms just how far this has gone.
Breaking news at 7 o'clock, and Prince Andrew has announced that he is relinquishing his royal titles. He says accusations about him have become a distraction from the royal family. In a statement, Prince Andrew wrote, "In discussion with the King and my immediate and wider family, we have concluded the continued accusations about me distract from the work of His Majesty and the royal family. I have decided, as I always have, to put my duty to my family and country first. I stand by my decision 5 years ago to stand back from public life. With His Majesty's agreement, we feel I must now go a step further. I will therefore no longer use my title or the honors which have been conferred upon me. As I have said previously, I vigorously deny the accusations against me."
Prince Andrew giving up his titles, or being forced to give up his titles. But this is quite an extraordinary move, and I think it shows that actually things had gone too far. Prince Andrew and allegations about him and Virginia Giuffre were continuing to be too much of a distraction for the royal family. A few more details that I can tell you. This decision basically was taken in conjunction with the King. Yes, it was the Prince's decision, but with very close consultation with the King involved. And we understand that the King is glad of this outcome. This change comes into effect immediately. So from this moment, he no longer holds those titles. The decision was taken in recognition of the fact that the Prince's personal issues have continued to be what has been described as an unwelcome distraction.
So let's be clear. A British prince was stripped of his honor because of Epstein. Meanwhile, in the United States, a former president who partied with the same man is being recrowned by his party. That's not justice, that's hypocrisy. And even inside the GOP, cracks are forming. Congressman Thomas Massie, who's leading the charge to release the Epstein files, posted a warning. First, the British ambassador lost his job, and now the prince lost his title. Don't tell us there's nothing in the Epstein files. The truth is coming out, and we will not give up. Tag Speaker Johnson if you want him to quit delaying the vote. Those words should send a chill through every powerful figure still hiding their connection to Epstein's empire. Think about the symbolism. A royal stripped of his crown while America's wannabe king keeps his throne. Giuffre's story, her trauma, her fight for justice, exposes what both systems share, privilege protecting predators. And it's no coincidence that as Congress stalls the Epstein files, the pressure is mounting internationally. The truth is no longer containable. Every leak, every ledger, every new revelation brings us closer to accountability. So yes, the walls of Buckingham Palace may be closing in on Prince Andrew, but the walls of political power in Washington are next. The question isn't whether justice will catch up, it's who it catches first. A disgraced royal in London or a disgraced ex-president in Florida? Because as history has shown again and again, when the mighty fall, it's always faster than they expect. If you believe every Epstein file should be public and every name should be exposed, no exceptions, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a comment. Who do you think will face justice first, Prince Andrew or Donald Trump?